Welcome to Fabulosity For You, and my name is Angie. If this is your first time visiting my channel, please click the subscribe button, then click the notification bell, so when I upload videos, you'll be the first to know. Like this video and make a comment. This channel is about fashion, relationship advice, and lifestyle. And if this is not your first time visiting my channel, well, welcome back, my queens, and welcome to the kings out there. Welcome to all of my new subs, and welcome back with my subs that have been with me. Welcome to everyone. Welcome. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be doing celebrity gossip. And before I begin, I just want to let you guys know that my giveaway has begun. Okay? And so if you would like to be a part of the giveaway, please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed, so that you can take part on all the giveaways that I have on this channel. And also click that notification bell, so when I upload videos, you'll be notified that Angie is on the air. Okay? And so, as I said, I wanted to say that I'm going to be going live next week, okay? I'm going to do a live video, so make sure you tune in. Make sure you come with questions and comments and all kinds of things for me. And make sure you click that like button. In fact, right now, why don't you click the like button for me, okay? It's really important that you click the like button and make comments. So, number one, I know that you're appreciating this content. And so my video can be pushed out into the YouTube world, and I can get more viewers and all of the things when it's a video that people are interacting with and liking. And so it's important for the channel. So let's get right into it. I'm not going to wait any further. But before I do, go get your snack of choice, go get your drink of choice, and come back and sit with your girl, Angie. Text, email, call, stick a letter in a bottle, baby, and let everybody know that Angie is on the line. Okay, so let's get right into this video, honey, because so much has been going on. As I said, we're going to do an update on Diddy. Every time there's something happening, and it seems like every day something's happening. I just don't have time to do it every day. But I came here to spill the tea and the wine, honey. Okay, so we're going to start with TD Jakes. We're going to talk about TD Jakes tonight. We're going to talk about Ray J tonight. We're going to talk about Brandy tonight. And of course, all of this is going to entwine in the pot with Diddy. I'm going to be giving a Diddy update. Okay, so let's begin. We're going to start with TD Jakes. So, honey, as they say, the shit has hit the fan with TD Jakes. And I was just waiting to find out what's going on with TD Jakes. What's happening? It's been a little bit quiet on the streets, on these YouTube streets. So, honey, just a day or so ago, they said that the congregation no longer wanted TD Jakes to even come to the church. Now, I had already told you guys that he had stepped down from the church, and his daughter stepped up. And he couldn't give it to the son because the son was soliciting himself to a man. He was showing his privates and all of that, being very inappropriate. And come to find out, he was doing all that to an undercover cop. That's right, an undercover cop. And so everybody in the congregation was so disgusted. And so he couldn't step up to the plate. So the daughter stepped up to the plate. But to say this man can never come back in his church, honey, shut the church doors, honey, on TD Jakes. So what has happened, honey, what has happened is that this guy has come forward, a man, and his name is Manisha Jordan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right, but I know the last name is Jordan. And he's been all over the YouTube streets talking about when he was young, underage, the pastor, TD Jakes, was touching him and SA'd him, okay? And that is so terrible. And So he said, since he's been talking about it on YouTube, quite a few other young men have come forward. They are now adults, but they're talking about when they were a child, they were SA as well by TD Jakes. And so I was like, oh my God. So I believe it's like, it's one person that he started the lawsuit, but now it's other men that's coming forward that said when they were young going to the church, they were SA. And I was like, oh my God, am I surprised? No, not really. I'm not surprised at all, especially hearing about what happened, that he was part of the freak-offs with Diddy. They had confirmed that, yes, honey, he was Diddy's man. They were DL lovers, okay? They was on the DL, and they were lovers, Diddy and TD Jakes. Now, I want to make sure I throw out here that everything in this video is allegedly, okay? Everything's allegedly. And so they're saying that, yes, they had a relationship, a sexual relationship, that they were on the DL, okay? And he was taking parts. They have proof, the video, the FBI, that he was taking parts of the freak-offs with underage children. So, yeah, I'm just waiting on them. I'm waiting on them to put him in jail, honey. But he definitely will be part of the trial. And they definitely have the proof. And so they also said that TD Jakes had quite a few friends that are bishops, reverends, pastors, a part of churches, high-end churches. They are high level in the churches. And one of the friends has come out on YouTube, and he's speaking and he's talking and he's saying that, yes, I'm best friends with TD Jakes. We've been friends for many years. And he has been in jail for 8 years. He started out for 8 years for being a pedophile. Now, he said he was a bishop of a church as well. And one lady in the congregation came to him and said that she found that she read her son's diary and saw that he was doing homosexual acts, and could she talk to him? Now, she didn't know that this man was a pedophile, okay? And so he said, sure. And he felt like she was teasing him. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, teasing? Teasing? Did she know that you was a pedophile, that you like young kids? Because I think if she knew that you like young boys, she wouldn't be coming to you with her problem. But this is how sick this man is. So he immediately told her after church, bring him to the back to my office, and then you go head on, and I'm going to talk to your son. He told his secretary to go head on, go home, and he sat with this boy alone, and he said he asked him a question. Do you want to be a homosexual? And he said yes. He admitted. He took him to the back, and he touched him, and basically he SA'd him. But he said it was on his free will. Now, this was an underage kid. So how in the world did you say it was a mutual agreement? And he was like, because he felt like it was mutual because the boy said he wanted to be homosexual. The boy allowed him to touch him. And this is an underage boy. And you are a bishop of the church. And this lady came to you in confidence, thinking you are a man of God. A man of God is not going to touch children, touch young boys, young girls. And it's just a shame that these pastors are in this church. And see, you can't put, as I said last week, you can't put pastors on a pedestal because they are human beings, and some of them are sick. And these parents, I believe, you just have to, even though you don't think you at a church that the pastor is going to do that, but these days you can't trust your kids with nobody. Nobody. So then he was on probation, and then he did something that he shouldn't have done on his probation, and went back to jail for another 2 years and came back out and messed with another young boy again. Okay, and this is T.D. Jakes' best friend. Honey, birds of the feather flock together, don't they? My mama always said that to me. Birds of a feather flock together. Be careful who you hang around with, because who you hang around with is you. It's people that either they gonna rub off on you or you gonna rub off on them. But birds of a feather flock together. Why is T.D. Jakes friends with people like this? Okay? Why is a man of God even got hooked up with a Diddy? That's because he was already had a sinister ways about himself. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it is what it is. So I'm just waiting on them to clink, clink, handcuff T.D. Jakes. I'm just waiting on that. So next we're going to talk about Ray J. Oh my God. Ray J we talked about him last week, but we're going to continue this week. Okay, so Ray J, as you know, been in the YouTube streets talking about Diddy. And it's really crazy because Diddy and Ray J were, I'm going to say what I'm going to say, but they were very close. Okay? So for him to be going around talking about this man is pathetic. And a lot of people are really upset about it. And they're upset about it because he's a phony. Okay? As I said to you before, this man is a henchman. He worked hand in hand with Diddy and Jay-Z. Okay? And Jay-Z has hired him to go out here and badmouth Diddy and all of the things. Okay. So, let's get right into this story. So, Ray J was at Chris Brown's, Chris Brown had a Halloween party. And so he was at Chris Brown's Halloween party. He was with Amber Rose and he was with his manager. He had no security with him. So Diddy's sons, Christian, Justin, and Quincy, was also at this Halloween party. Now, I'm just tripping on Quincy because Quincy is, his biological father is Al B. Sure. But I'm going to get to that a little later. So they see Ray J leave the party and all of the things. And I guess, and so they surround Ray J. And they like talking like, man, you keep talking about my dad and this and that, our father. You need to keep his name out of your mouth. Woo woo this, woo woo that. They start bumping chests and all of that. Ray J ran and got his back sack. Now nobody knows what's in the back sack. But he ran and got his back sack. And he always carrying a back sack. Now, I'm not no betting woman, but I would bet that he had a weapon in his bag. I believe he probably did. So they still talking and chest bumping him and got their hands all in his face. And so Chris Brown was sitting in his car and was watching the whole thing, honey. They said he jumped up like he was Superman, honey. And he was like, y'all gonna have to break this up. We're not finna do this. Stop this. This is not finna happen here. No. Y'all need to go ahead. Ray J, go ahead on. So Ray J was on the Breakfast Club and he was saying that this is not the first time these dudes have ran up on him. That this is the third time. This is the third time. And they asked him, well, you ran and got your backpack. What was in the backpack? And he was like, he didn't answer what was in the backpack. But he was like, they don't want none of this. And they don't want none of this. And because those boys are not really about that life. Ray J is about that life, honey. Ray J was gang affiliated when he was younger. And even still today, he's really talks and ministers. That's what he say. He talked to minister, wink, wink, to the gang members and all of this. But he's heavy locked into some pretty shady people. And so these boys will get hurt. Okay? They need to sit down and keep their mouth closed And you know, they took it personal with Ray J because Ray J is good friends with their father, and they already know that. They know that. And so, regardless, on that phone call that leaked out to the Sun, Christian, first of all, I want to apologize if you watched my video last week. Angie do everything herself, honey. I don't have nobody holding the camera. I don't have, nobody editing my videos. And I have not been on YouTube a long time where I know everything. So I'm sorry that I was talking over the video. But there was a linked video that I tried to show you guys. But I explained what was in the video. I did explain the video. And he was telling them, because Christian want to put a song out, because everybody's trying to get up some money, because they don't have no money, right? And so Christian was like, I want to drop a song. And he was like, no, this is not the time. Y'all need to be still. Y'all need to be quiet. Y'all need to not do nothing. Okay? And he right. Follow what your daddy said, because y'all going to end up in jail, because Justin and Christian are already in trouble. Okay? The women have come out and said that they were drugged and SA. So, they are on the radar. FBI's are investigating. So, why you trying to get into a fight with Ray J? Girl, bye. Girl, why? So, that's what happened with that. So we're going to go with Ray J and Nicki Minaj. Okay, so Nicki Minaj and Ray J were on YouTube, and she wanted to have a conversation with Ray J. She wanted to do it online. Ray J and her at one point had kind of fell out, and so he got online with her because he really wanted to make amends and all of the things. And so, but he was really being a trip on the video. So, condescending on the video. She was asking him, what has he been up to? Why is he doing the things that he doing? Now, I'm going to admit, my girl, I love Nicki Minaj, but she sounded like something was happening with her. She was like, oh, what? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why? I mean, so I don't know whether she had some couple of drinks or whatever was going on, but she really did look high, with no disrespect to her, because I do love her. But she was kind of out of there and out of it. So he was like, I'm a Barb. And she was like, no, don't say that. You're not no Barb. Why are you saying that? He said, because I love you. Even though we done had our disagreements, I still love you. You know, this, that, and the other. So she basically was saying, you are friends with Diddy, right? So why are you doing all of this? And and she said, you wanted him. You playing games with me. And he said, I'm not playing no games. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a Barb. So he was tripping with her, and she really wasn't having it. She was like, I'm not here for that. You know, she was like, you are in association with Diddy and all of them. You know what you are them. Y'all the same. And then you talking about, you don't do that, and you don't go that way. And he started talking, and he said, pause. Now, in the community of Hollywood, all of the black men, I believe, that it's the black men that are saying pause. And pause means that you're a heterosexual man, period. And she was like, why are you saying that? That's not what you are. You know, y'all be doing them back doors. And then that's what he started talking about. He was like, well, what's wrong with somebody going to work every day, doing their job the best as they can, being successful, and they going at a back door? What is wrong with the back door? I think it's wrong for people to judge people that like the back door. And she was like, it's not even about the back door. It's whose back door. Whose back door? You know what I'm talking about. Because that's what you do, right? And he was like, Nah, I ain't like that. I don't do that. I'm not doing that. She was like, you on the DL, right? Then you had sex with Diddy? And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she looked at him like, yeah, okay, okay. And she was like, you playing on my phone. You playing with me today. And see, I'm not the one to play with. She was getting bad with him and jumping bad with him. And so basically, she was saying to him, he has a lot of nerve coming out talking about Diddy when this dude do the same thing Diddy do. Okay? I told y'all, he the setup man. It has been confirmed. That leads me to his sister Brandy. So I was listening to the Sweet Messy Pot. Shout out to the Sweet Messy Pot, honey. She has stepped her game up and she been coming with the tea. And she said that Brandy is upset with Ray J because Ray J is out in these streets making her family look like a fool. And she's embarrassed to him. She's mad about the things that he's done and what's coming out, okay? So she said that she had a video. I saw the video. Brandy said that when she first started in the business, she was like 14 years old. And her mother basically sold her and Ray J to Diddy, okay? And what I mean by sold, he paid her money where he could spend time with them and all of the things, if you know what I mean. And so she's, you know, as an adult, she's like really, really been upset about what has happened to her. And she's talking about it. She's not keeping it a secret. And she said Ray J really became very close with Diddy. That they've been together since he was younger than Brandy. And so she said they were lovers. They were lovers. That he has had sexual relationships with Diddy. And I was like, what? Now, I already knew that part as an adult, but I didn't know that her mama and them did all of that. And see, that's the problem. That's the problem. A lot of these kids, parents, and I believe that to be with R. Kelly, and here again with Diddy and Jay-Z. They sit up for money and let their kids be with these grown men. And let me tell you something. These rumors about Diddy has been around, honey, since the 90s. Okay? So it was always whispers. So her mama knew what this man was about. But she wanted her daughter to be famous. She wanted to get this money and all this kind of stuff. So she sold her kids. That's what I'm saying, sold her kids to Diddy. And so Diddy and Ray J has had a relationship, okay, for a long time. She said that her brother, she's so disappointed because Whitney Houston was her like a second mother to her. Okay, she really loved her. And for him, Ray J, to be messing around with her, and he was really just giving her drugs, honey. Feeding her drugs was crazy. They had a video where 2 days before her death, she gave Brandy a note. And they were in having a meeting. It was Clyde Davidson, it was Brandy, and I really can't remember who the other person was. And she was arguing with Clyde Davis, but she handed Brandy this note. Nobody really know what the note said. Brandy didn't know what the note said, but she did say this. Her brother was feeding her drugs. And so she was done with Ray J at this point. Ray J, I told you guys, was the last person to see Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams, we all knew did drugs, but Wendy Williams still wasn't acting a fool until her last encounter with Ray J. All of a sudden, she lost her mind. So as I told y'all, he is a set-up man. And Jay-Z is paying him to go out into the YouTube streets and bash Diddy. And so they're saying that Diddy not Diddy, but Jay-Z is going to have, his big scandal is going to happen for him and Beyonce. Once Diddy is sentenced to jail, they're going to come up after him. And Jerry White said that. She said that he will be next. So Jay-Z is going to be next, plain and simple. They said that Jay-Z was already investigated. The FBI have already been investigating him. They started the investigation right before the, what is it called? The football, before they started announcing the Super Bowl entertainment, they had started the investigation of FBI on Jay-Z. So we don't know what has been found or what's happening with that, but I'm quite sure a lot has been found and a lot has been happening. Okay, so I'm going to go right into Diddy, the update on Diddy. So what's been happening with Diddy lately, that he had two young guys. One of them was 10, the other one was 17, and they're an adult now. And so their lawyers have formally filed a lawsuit against Diddy, saying that at that young age that he SA both young men. So it's two new lawsuits. Now, Diddy's lawyer is saying, Diddy is saying that he is not guilty of those allegations. That, come on, there's the lawyer that is representing these two guys are looking for fame and publicity. He said the lawyers were like, let's keep it real now. There's a 1-800 line on Diddy. The FBI have a 1-800 line. Anybody in the world can call if they have something to say about Diddy. So that's why Diddy have dozens of lawsuits right now against him because of this 1-800 number. And so all I said, I told you this last week, all they going to do is try to drain this man of all his money because, let me tell you something, Diddy have not SA'd the whole world. Come on. Everybody that's calling in is not telling the truth. Everybody that's filing lawsuits is not telling the truth. However, there is truth in what's going on here. And that's what we have to focus on. And so, John Legend's manager has come forward. She's talking. And she's saying that she went, I believe it was in 2008, she went to Diddy's New Year's Eve celebration on his yacht. And she said that, honey, she got tipsy, right? And she was with, I believe she was with her brother or somebody like that. And she got tipsy and she kind of strayed away from the party and was walking up on the deck. And a man came to her, grabbed her, and put her in this room and locked the door. And she was like, oh my God. I mean, she's heard rumors and whispers, but never did she think this was going to happen to her. And so she said she started acting crazy and was like, listen, you know, my brother is going to be looking for me. And all of the things. And so you need to open up that door and let me on out of here. And she was thanking her lucky stars that this man went on ahead and opened the door. And she said it was a scary experience. She never really talked about it. But that was her encounter that she had at Diddy's party. And it's just crazy. I don't understand why, you know. But then some people are like, well, why would you go to the party? And she just figured, you know, these were rumors and this and that. But honey, I wouldn't go to none of Diddy's parties at all. They said that he would say at his all-white parties, he would say, listen, it's getting late. The young people children need to go to bed because this party about to get turned up, and when you grow up, you're gonna want to get do this party too. And it was just like, wow, you knew what was finna happen. So I would have never went to no Diddy party, but she said she didn't know nothing about it. She said that John Legend has always been genuine with her. He's helped her. John Legend has helped a lot of people. John Legend has never been to one of the Diddy parties that was the after party. After show, we got the after party, and after party, we got the after party. No, he never went to those things. So there is some people in Hollywood that's okay, and John Legend's supposed to be one of them. In fact, at that New Year's Eve party, she was with John Legend and his wife, okay, and her, I believe it was her brother. And John Legend was nice enough to let her come with him. But she said John Legend don't get down like that. And so that made me feel good that we do have some people out here that's not twisted and all of the things and freakish to do the things that's been going on. They said that the streets are saying that Christian Combs and Justin and all of them, they said that Christian Combs was caught with a transgender, that he does like transgenders, and they all like to get with men as well, that they're supposed to be bisexual. And, I don't talk about anybody, what they like to do. That's your business. But I'm just putting that out there, what they're saying about them. They, like I said, Christian and Justin are being investigated because two women have come forward. One of them was saying they were on the yacht and they were SA, that she understood that she felt like she was being drugged. She didn't drink any alcohol. Well, one of them forced her to drink alcohol, and one of them, she just asked for some water, and they were drugged. They drugged these young women, Christian and Justin. So I don't know about that. Now, going back to Quincy. Okay, so I told you guys that Quincy was, he was, Quincy was on Instagram, I believe, about a week ago, very upset, talking about people need to quit talking about his daddy, which is Sean Combs. And as I was saying, his father is Albie Shore, okay? And so I didn't understand why he was doing that, and then he wanted to sit up and try to fight Ray J over his father. I still don't understand why would Quincy want to be involved in fighting and taking up for Diddy. I understand that even though he's not his biological father, he did raise him, and his biological father did not raise him. And so he's going to have the closeness with his father. And I know it's just rumors, but it is big rumors that this man, Sean Combs, have unalived his mother, that he had something to do with that. And I believe, like I said, Albie Shore is trying to get the investigation opened back up, and the FBI is supposed to be opening the case back up. So why would he want to have anything to do with Diddy? I don't get it. But I'm going to show you, saw online, it was a call, well, it was Diddy talking, and I believe this was while his first day of jail, he was talking to somebody. And so I'm going to let you hear the conversation. And all I'm saying is about this conversation is, I think he realized when he was locked up in jail, even that, hey, even though tomorrow's going to be another day, it's going to be a different day. And he might have been scared in jail. So I hope you enjoy this clip that I have. And after the clip, I'll be ending this video. I don't want it too long. And so I'm going to say and thank you for watching my channel.
Combs' alleged audio first day in jail got reviewed by court officials and now in public domain.
Yeah, I've been waiting for. I'm going to tell you how I feel today. Now, this is a feeling that I don't really feel a lot. Now, usually I'm on the swagger king, and I don't get scared and nervous. But I felt it today. I guess I was scared and nervous. I didn't want to let nobody down. But, you know, it's an emotion that we all feel. But they told me not to. Somebody told me not to tell y'all that. They said, you know, man, Diddy, you don't never get scared or nervous. But tomorrow I'm going to wake up and it's going to be another day.